Jeanette. Oh, I hear you.
Hi.
Oh, hi. I can't see you yet, though. Go ahead and turn on your camera.
Oh,
You'll be able to see both of us side by side when it pops up. Should be down there near the bottom.
okay.
Be,
Sorry.
I don't know. You're perfect. Oh, there you go. Muted. Go ahead. Did you see that? It allowed me to send you a prompt.
Okay.
Ah. Oh.
Bye.
Ah.
Oh,
Yes. Hello.
yeah.
Oh. ATM or AM. That is
Oh,
A&M, isn't it?
yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I can't have this meeting with you because of that. We're gonna have to let you go. Okay. We'll be back. No, I'm messing with you. No, I went to University of Houston, but my mom went to Texas Tech, and so many times there was always a thing. It's like that, or people that come on and they have a Cowboys jersey on. I'm like, I'm sorry,
Oh.
I cannot continue this meeting with you. No, it's okay. I'm from Houston, and so you have to. I don't do sports or anything like that, but you have to represent a shitty team when you have one. So let me tell you, welcome in. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so let me kind of tell you how this works. Also, thank you for letting me run behind. My first client couldn't figure out how to turn the camera on, and so it just pushed everything back. Ooh, I just got all of these goosebumps. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn on my spirit box too while we're here. So maybe we can get some interesting things. So sometimes they can use this to essentially bring up words. And so if you ever see there's nothing on here right now, but sometimes words will come up and I'll just like take a screenshot and then I'll show it to you what it is. That way you can actually view it. Hold on, so stay with me. Man, you're outside.
Is
There's
that
all sorts of
good?
vibes outside. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not bad at all. You just feel everything. And so it's a different, I'll just explain. So when you're inside, there's like a closeness that comes with it.
Because I
So it's
can go
essentially,
inside.
no, just stay. No, it's okay. I just have to adjust myself. And there's just like here, there's a feeling of, ah, it's weird. So just stay with me. So as we do this, what are we really doing here? Well, we're asking for somebody to come in and hang out with us, right? That's all it is. How do they do this? Well, they do it like instantaneously, essentially, because whether I'm still trying to figure this out all the way, but we are spirit in a body, and essentially, so we're technically like always in spirit, but we're having an experience through our body. Okay.
Yeah.
And so when they talk, how do they talk? Well, they come in and essentially we're going to say, I love you so much, whether it be platonic love, not love, just love in general. And we're going to say, please come in and use my energy, hop in Amie's body and play with her brain. When they talk to you, that is what they do as well. They get in your body and they play with your brain because everything is electricity, everything is energy. So when they talk, then how do they talk? Well, as we go through this, I like to explain it because of the fact that like down the line, you may actually have the same experience and then you can be like, oh, well, maybe that was that and not just, a fart or something moving through. Because yes, they do feel, you can feel it all. So when they talk in 4 different ways. The first way is that they will give me all these signs and symbols. They may show me something like a pineapple. That means that they're from Florida. Or like a grilled cheese sandwich for some reason means that they're from Canada. I have no idea why. They put all these symbols in a line and boom, that's a sentence. The next thing is that they will try to put me in a situation by kind of like taking my own memories or maybe something I've seen on a video or a movie, and they'll try to put these in a line to try to tell me what went on with them. The only issue here personally for me is that I'm from Houston, Texas originally. I currently live in the middle of nowhere in East Texas, essentially near the Louisiana border. I don't believe in snow. I've never been above Oklahoma and I haven't been out of the country. And so if these people happen to be from like Northern Oregon and you ask me what did the neighborhood look like that they died in, I will not know. I will not know because I've never seen it before, unless I've seen it in like a video or something like that. The last 2 ways are that they will try to, like I said, like take memories, but they'll take those feelings from those memories. So they may make me feel what it was like for me to watch my dad cross over when you turned him off life support. So then I would say, did you take your dad off life support? stuff like that. And then the last thing is that they will come in and they will just say words. This is rare, but like my first client, we were just feeling around whoever was there, and literally this guy came up and said they were at my funeral in October and her ex-husband died in October. And they were at their funeral, and I was like, oh, he didn't say anything else. He just said he was doing everything else in feelings, but those are the only words that he said. And so that it gets kind of wild. So just be, oh, my thing just said my life. So as we go into this, just be with me. The only thing I really need from you during this is just to say, you know, Amie, hell yeah, what you're telling me makes sense, or no, it doesn't. And the reason for that is because I'm solving the most world's difficult puzzle in half a millisecond. And so when you say yes, I go, okay, cool. She got what I decoded, you know, and tell me no, because if it doesn't fit, that means that I either interpreted wrong. That means that I interpreted wrong. Okay, so just then we go back to the drawing board. So just stay with me. Let's see, and you'll notice I don't look at you, and it's because I'll be like, wow, I like her lipstick and her eyebrows look great, and that's what happens. So stay with me. Okay, hold on. So there was somebody here just a second ago, like right when we got on, and then it just like went away. And there was somebody, and I quote, I heard a voice and they go, man, I died. Like that's how they felt it. It just said absolutely. They're saying, what? Hold on. What? Who? Interesting. So somebody likes you enough where they're coming up and trying to give you a hug, which is nice. So essentially you can go and you can feel like a squish. And they're talking about how, come here, hold on. They're talking about your heart being very light or getting very light. So maybe this is what they mean, like how you feel about this person. We'll have to figure out who this is to you. Tell me what, hold on. I wish I could go back. Hold on. What? They keep coming up and saying that you're their right-hand person. So maybe they're like, they go, oh man, and you can feel this. They go, oh man, this is my right hand. This is my right-hand person. I was like, all right, what type of right hand? And you can feel, come here, who are you? Are you a friend? Are you what? Hang on. Hold on. So this was a love relationship for you? Okay. I said, he goes, I love her. And I'm like, well, what type of love? And he gives me this feeling of like, lust as well. And you don't do that when you have like a dad or a brother. So this must mean that it's a relationship thing, right? And, essentially he's like coming up and like trying to pick you up and spin you around, which is very interesting. So like there's this like funny moment that's happening in my brain, and they want, hold on, he thinks you're very hot. He thinks you're very hot. And there's like a jokingness to this person. They're like, and now mind you, they're gonna use my brain and my words that I normally say. So just be with me on that one. But essentially he's like, man, you're fine, or you're hot. And I'm like, oh, okay. He's talking about you. And I keep hearing the word like damn girl in a good way. And he says, don't think I'm cheesy. I don't think he's cheesy. I think he's very cool. And he, tell me what, hold on. What was going on? Why? He's very funny. He says, he goes, yeah, you see her crying now. He's like, you should see her when she gets mad. You should see that fire in her eyes. And I go, oh, what are you talking about? And he's like, he thinks that you are just amazing. I think he was in shock that he crossed over, which means to me that it was either very quick or like he didn't understand it. So we'll have to figure out what this is. And he has this feeling of like that he left life. Which means that we didn't have cancer and that we didn't have a lot of time to like think about it. That's essentially what that means to me. He won't tell me. He's talking about, I guess, so were you actually like married though to this person? You were married. Okay, okay. I go like this. They said, so were you dating or were you like engaged or what? He says, no, 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 no. He says, she could do my socks and underwear. For me, that just means married. I have no idea. And I go, what? He says, you should see it afterwards. I said, did she sleep with anything of yours or what? He says, you should see it. My socks, my shirt, my clothes. He's like, all of it. She's like, oh, she would have gone and like cut me open and got inside of me if she could, just the whole thing. And I was like there's just like this funny joke thing. He makes it very extreme. And then he goes and he like adds smelly shit on top of it. So he's just like being completely wrapped in what this person was and or still is. And he's talking about laying on the bed in like a fetal position. So like he's there, I guess, and he's making it very dramatic. I'm sure it was like a little bit more slow, but that's all he's doing. And he just thinks that you are the best. What? Tell me. Hold on. Aw. Oh. Wait, are you a mom? Shut up. Really? Oh, you are. Okay, you don't look like it. You look great. Yeah, she goes, I mean, like, you know, you don't look tired at all. I'm a mom. I'm tired all the time. He goes like this. He said, you know what else? She's a mom. Great mom. I go, really? Tell me about these moms. Tell me about her. And hold on, we're gonna get into it. He's getting used to it. He's in heaven. He's actually in a higher vibrational state. He's okay, which this is great, because this means he didn't unalive himself. He says that just because he feels like a really stand-up person, he feels like a very stand-up person. What? Are you still talking to his mom? Yeah. Okay. He goes like this. He says, my mom, and then he says Tia, which for some reason is aunt. So I don't know where, okay, that's a thing. Okay. He goes like this. He says, my mom, Tia, he says this, he says, yeah. I said, are they in a bad place? Are they a good place? He says, no, she still talks. She says, and he goes, they say, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And he's like reaching out to everybody to tell them hi because he loves them. And he's talking about, we did end up having a funeral. So we did end up having a service. Did we actually have one? Okay, yeah. So many times people are especially in this, we don't do that. And he goes, he says, oh, you should have seen it. And then he has everybody bowing down, which means like people worshiping him. And he's talking about, he's making me hear all this loud music, which is great. I hear trumpets, which is odd. I don't know what is going on with a trumpet. And he's talking about how, what? He's dancing. Hold on. He's like, I don't know what this is. He is, what? How? Were you? I think you're lying to me. I think you're lying. Were you? Is he like 6'1"? How tall is he?
He was about
Yeah.
6.
He was 6 foot?
Well, with a hat and boots, he was probably 6'1".
6'1"? Okay. So he's standing next to me and he has his a hat and a nice belt on. I don't know if there's boots, but he goes like this. I'm 5'11". I go, how tall are you? He says, taller than you. I go, that's what I was like. Are you lying to me? Are you lying to me? And then my husband's 6'1". He says, I can beat him. I can beat him. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'll ask her about that. And so, yeah, he's very fun. He loves you. He worships the ground you walk on. You are just his everything. And he is, what happened to you? Hold on. Oh my God. They had a viewing for him?
Yeah.
We were able to. Okay, he's talking about people like coming up. He's talking about crying on somebody's chest. That's what he's talking about. But then he says viewing. But then he says you couldn't do that. So maybe you wanted to get close enough to like be there and do, but it wasn't allowed. I don't know. And he's talking about like wanting to, I think like wanting to be there, wanting to be a part of that. And he's saying that, what? What? How? Okay, did we like end up putting him in like a color that he wouldn't normally wear, like red or something?
No.
Okay, odd. He goes like this. He shows me a dark colored shirt and then he changes it out. Like that for me could be like black or like gray or like slate or something like that. But then he says, they would put me in that color. They would put me in that color. And I was like, okay, what does that mean? But I'm like, is it yellow? Is it purple? Is it? And he says, no, 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 no. So I don't know. That's what it's like. What other like dark manly color could we think? It's not even navy blue. So I don't know. We'll have to figure out what that is. Maybe there was something interesting that we decided to put him into. I don't know. But he's talking more specifically of shirt.
Of a shirt.
A shirt. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
no, it was a light blue shirt, but he always wore light blue.
Oh, it was light blue. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I think he's making comments on the fact that, like, at funerals, most people wear black or, like, most people wear dark colors. And he's talking about being dressed in this brighter or whatever it is color. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. They do try to be funny sometimes, and there's some concepts that I just don't get, and so I'm like, why is this weird? Do you have a pattern on? He's saying no, it's solid. So we'll go back to that in just a second. He says that I mean he could, yeah, he can show me these things. So hold on, tell me, bud,
I
tell me why.
honestly really loved him in that color, and that's why I put him in that color.
Oh, you put me in it. You put me in it. That's why he would say it. So you did that. Okay. We'll leave that there. I think he may even because he's talking about you picking out his stuff. And so that's why you did that. Good job. And he what? Hold on. Did you end up did you get this shirt pressed or something? Or did you re-iron it before you gave it to them or something?
Yes, I re-ironed it. That is crazy.
I've never had that brought up before. Never.
Because it was already pressed, but he was such a man that cared so much to make sure that the shirt was just perfect. So I re-ironed it. Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody.
No, he went like this. He had it, he picked it up, and he showed me lines in it. And I said, "Oh, I said that's a nice shirt." And he goes, "And you know what? She's so good. She's so attentive that she pressed and she showed me steam again." And I go, "Oh, okay." So he was there with you for that.
Wow.
He was there with you. Okay? And he says that, tell me, what do you mean? Shoes? Okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, he's talking about, wait, so is there a daughter? Do you have the daughter? Who are
No.
the girls? Who are the girls? Does he have nieces or something?
He does. He has two.
Okay. Nieces, the girls, yeah. He goes, the girls, and it's more specifically two. And he's talking about, I guess they were there at the funeral as well.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, there's something about, he's talking about a couple of things right now. He's talking about those. I think he's trying to give them their love and let them know that he watches over them just all the way through. And then he keeps dropping stuff in his casket over and over again. He just keeps dropping things in it. Now, I don't know what the heck any of this would be. I think it's more about dropping like letters or like I think it's more about meaning more than anything. So maybe somebody did like a letter or something. It doesn't feel like it's coming from you though. So I don't know what that is. He makes me feel
Can I
paper.
tell you what it is?
Yeah, what is that? Yeah.
So in his casket, I put a picture, and I also made around that time. It was getting ready to be Father's Day. It was close to Father's Day, so at school my son had made a drawing, and I put it in his casket. It was from my son.
It's paper.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he got it. Oh my God. Yes. Good job. Yeah, I was like, he goes, paper, paper, paper. And I was like, what are you talking about? He says, he says, words, meaning, intent, words, meaning, intent. I was like, what is this? And he keeps going, thunk, thunk, thunk. And I'm like, okay, dropping, dropping, dropping. So he knows, he got all that. It went with him. Okay.
Okay.
And he was able to see it. He loves that. Hold on. Tell me what, why? He's frustrated about his passing. I said, what happened to you? He says it was some bullshit. I said, oh, okay. I haven't heard a spirit say that before. And he says that we gotta figure out what that is. Hold on, tell me, bud. What? What? He's talking about looking at his body. So apparently, like I said, it was very quick because he's talking about turning blue. And he's talking about how, hold on. Weird. Did he end up like, I don't think this was at a hospital. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know where this is yet, but was he like at work when this happened?
Yes.
Is it thing? Okay, he goes like this. He keeps showing me sweating. Oh yeah, he's good at this. He says, you know what was messed up? I said, what? He says, I died on the job. And I go, what? What do you mean died on the job? And he shows me, so I was just channeling somebody, like the whole family, they're all in Mexico City. So I'm over here in like Spanishville, right? And so I heard the word trabajo, like that for job. And he was like, and he shows me a working sign and I go, oh, okay. And he says that, he tells them what to do. He tells them all what to do. I said, what do you, he says, I don't do any of that shit. He says, I say, you go do this. You go get this done. He's like, I'm not, he says, nah, fuck that. And he's just talking about, he doesn't have any time for that. He's zesty. What? How are you? Are you? Weird. Is he born in 85?
Yes.
Oh, good job. Okay, I go, how old are you, dude? I said, you talk really well. I said, are you my age? I'm born in 88. He goes, no. He says, I'm a couple of years older than you, a couple of years more your senior. He says, you were in high school when I was graduating. I said, oh, okay, can you tell me about that? He says, yeah, like 85. I go, oh, okay. That was that whole conversation in 1 second. That's how quick they talk. That was the whole thing. And he says that, tell me, why? Walk me through. It just depends like how he can take things out of my brain and make me understand them. Hold on, tell me. She doesn't believe I'm here. He wants to let you know, I know that he is and he loves you. And I'm just going to say, I don't have a crazy amount of work-related accidents in my brain. So the best thing I can come up with right now that he's trying to play with is like, maybe he got crushed. It almost feels like it's a two-part. Like if somebody got, and I, like I said, I don't have a crazy amount of them, so this is where it gets a little difficult for me personally. It's like if somebody gets electrocuted and crushed at the same time, or if somebody gets electrocuted in something else at the same time. Do you have any idea?
Yes. He can I tell you?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
So he was a journeyman lineman on the power lines.
Oh my
And
God.
the transformer exploded. So essentially, he was burned and electrocuted, but he didn't immediately pass.
He didn't?
No.
That's what he's talking about. He's talking about how, okay, let me tell you this. Oh my God, that was him with me. He was with me earlier today. All right, let me give you a thing real quick. I've been thinking that, oh, I've been thinking this was, he was trying to relay what happened to him. Okay, about 7 months ago, I had a client, he owned essentially his own mini power company, and up in the Northeast, New England area. And he was trying to do a commercial for this mini power company. And so he got up in one of the cherry pickers thing to go and do this commercial in front of this line, and he touched it and he died instantly. And his name was Mark, and he kept bringing this guy up, and he was like, man, this sucked, it sucked, it sucked. And I was like, I was gonna reach out to figure out who they were and reach out to the family. It's your fucking husband. He's been with me since this morning. That's what's been going on. And I was like, why do I keep talking about electrocution? And so he just brought up that scenario again in my brain. And so why? I know it did. He was showing me an image of like if he's laying down on the grass and somebody tries to put like what do you call it, heartbeat monitors or something on him, and he's just like, oh, I'm dying on the way, or I'm dying on the way. And he kept talking about ambulance isn't going to save you. Like he was going through the whole thing. And that's what he was showing me earlier. And he says that, what, I just got really, really dizzy. Why? Hold on. He loves you. He says he tried. He tried, baby. I tried, baby. I tried. He tried so much. He did. He tried and he couldn't. And he's making a funny joke about being electrocuted through his crotch or something. Just like there's some funny, like, just like a funny joke like a guy would say that's going, and he's just talking about it going all the way through and how weird it all felt. And he's just talking about, he's trying to bring light because he doesn't want you to cry because it brings your vibration down. And he says that, tell me, how? Where? Was he like a state away from you? Was he in like Louisiana or something?
No,
How far away was he from you when this happened?
maybe about 45 minutes.
45 minutes? Okay, okay. Maybe he's trying to reference where I'm at. So I'm right, I'm 45 minutes, I'm an hour away from the Louisiana border, 45 minutes away to get to Shreveport. And I think he was trying to say about the distance from me to where I go shopping all the time in Shreveport. That's what I read it as the other thing. And he's saying that, tell me, one. So you were able to kiss him? You were able to kiss him? That's what he says. He says, kiss me, baby. Kiss me again. He says, tell her I felt it. Tell her I felt it. Tell her I was there. I said, okay, I will. And I can feel mwah, 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 all that. And he just says that he loves you so much. He just adores you. He's going to annoy me for the rest of my day and tomorrow. And it's not annoying. It's beautiful. But I will email you and let you know because he will be here. He was here at like 7 o'clock this morning. And he says, tell me. It's just when they do it at 1 o'clock in the morning, it gets a little weird. But hold on, come here, tell me. He's dancing with you. He's talking, I guess, so you had an actual wedding then? Like you had an actual wedding? He's talking about reliving the memories. He's talking about how he can sit there and relive all these beautiful memories over and over and over again with you. And he's talking about dancing with you. And he's like reliving this part. And he's just saying that he's not going anywhere. He loves the kids. He loves you. He's here. I don't think we're ready to tell her that yet. No. You are his everything. He essentially is saying that he's trying to tell me everything, but we have to remember that there's patience because there's time involved here too. He's saying that he's the love of your life. I know you don't want to. You at this point in your life, you don't want to get married to anybody again, correct? Or bring them in. He's going like this. He says, I know you're going to love again. I know you're going to love again. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. He says, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. He says, even if you don't want to, you should. He says, he says that in like his normal waking hours, that would not be anything that he would be saying. He's like just joking with you. He was like, no, hell no. So he's giving me both of these sides. He says, but like, she deserves it. She deserves it. She's so good. She deserves it. And so when that time comes down the line, know that he supports it and he's okay. He's in heaven. He thinks that it's very cool. He says that one. Can you give the son his hat? Something about work shoes, something about he goes like this, he puts it on his son and he gives it to him. What is that?
They've been wearing, both of my sons have been wearing his hats.
He gave them to him. He
Yeah.
put them on him. So know that he knows. And he says that what? He tells them to take care of their mom. Take care of their mom. You take care of your mom now. You hear me? And one. Baby, I need you to get a big old tattoo. I need you to get my whole face. I need you to get the whole thing. Just all.
That is so funny because I really thought about doing that.
The whole thing. The whole thing.
Yeah,
And then he puts a
portrait of him.
You should. You should. You should. He's your best friend, or at least what? Hold on. I gave you a thumbs up, something with a thumb. Hold on. What about it? What about it? Hold on. Wait, so are you wearing his wedding ring around your neck?
I'm not.
Oh, what happened with that? What's the neck thing?
I'm not sure.
Interesting. There's some, he goes wedding ring, and then he says necklace, and he says put it on. That's all I keep saying. And then he goes like this. And I'm like, is this your ashes? Or like, what is this? He goes, no. He says, it's none of that. He says, I don't have that. And so I would even say, wear the wedding ring around here if you want to. It doesn't mean that like you're only to him, but there is something symbolic because I'm asking him, what does she have on of yours right now? And he's just like, no. And he's like, do that. Okay. But yeah, he's your best friend. He's here. He loves you. He's not gone. And wait, come here. He keeps, does May have anything to do with you?
Yes.
What is that about?
Well, he passed away in May. Yeah.
He's been giving me May all day. That man has made me say May more times. He's been showing me Taurus. You have no idea. He has been chomping at the bits to talk to you. And it's because of how he died and how much he loves you.
Thank you.
And come, hold on, what? What? Are you going to court for this right now?
Not right now. I did. I had.
Did? Okay.
Yes.
He said they didn't give you shit.
No.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. He says, man, I was up. He says, I was going to be making more money. It was going to be good. I said, what? And he says, you know what else? I said, what? He says, tell her to go to court. I said, okay. And then you said that. And I said, well, so what did she win on this? And he says, nothing. All right, shit. And I was like, oh, okay. That's weird. I've never heard of that before. He's mad about that. Fucking criminals. That's what he says. And one, he lays with you sometimes at night. He says that he'll be your big spoon. And he's yeah. And he says that one. So do you take your coffee really sweet?
Oh my God.
Is that a thing? Okay, he goes like this. He says, and when she wakes up, oh, I like it so sweet. That's what he said in my head. I go, oh, okay. And so he's talking about being with you from night to the morning, all the time. Okay, so this is what I want you to do right now because I have to run to my next session. Otherwise, they're gonna get mad. But my God, if you get an email from me, just know it's because he's here and he's.
Please.
I will. I will. And you may even get one from me like 9 months from now. Just FYI, this does happen. It does happen. So don't be surprised. But this is what I want you to do right now. Number one, go inside before the mosquitoes eat you, because depending on where you're at now, it could be crazy. The next thing is that I want you to take a couple minutes and I want you to look around and I want you to take a breather and I want you to tell them how much you love them. And you can just do it right here. You don't have to do it externally, because he exists beside you, inside you, everywhere. We're dropped in to that world. They're not separate from us. They're right there. And all you have to do is calm down and breathe. And you just have to learn the language a little bit different.
Yes.
Okay? So just talk to them, tell them you love them, tell the kids. And if you need me or if you have any questions too, just email me. Do you have any questions right now though, at all?
I wish I could keep talking, but no,
I
right?
know.
Does he think I'm doing good so far? A good job.
He's leading you. He's leading you. I know obviously some days are hard, but he says that we get up together. We get up together. I would have to say yes. And that he's just keeps saying that, he's not lost. He's there. So like moving forward, just know that he's right there.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. So if you need me ever again or anything like that, just email me and we'll figure it out.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. I love you, my friend. Bye, sugar.